This is amazing. It's also wildly concerning for the next generation. Steve Kornacki, was he on Sunday Night Football last night, Steve Kornacki? He usually does something in the pregame or the halftime.
I wasn't watching closely at the beginning.
Me neither. But he's the NBC News decision desk guy. He rolls up his sleeves on election nights and things like that. And he's an entertainer. He does a good job delivering really boring information like data and polling. Well, he just put this out. They asked Gen Z adults 18 to 29 what they consider important to a successful life. The combination of gender and politics produced two very different sets of priorities. This is amazing. All right, men who voted for Trump, this is age 18 to 29, say the most important thing to defining success is, number one, having children, 34%. Number two, financial independence. Number three, fulfilling job and career. And number four, being married. That's admirable. Having kids, being married, a fulfilling job, and financial independence. I don't know how you do much better than that. I mean, being grounded spiritually was in the middle of the pack. Maybe you want that to be a little higher, but that will come with time for a lot of these young men. But overall, that's a great top four, right? Not perfect, but a really good top four. Now look at this. NBC News, Gen Z, 18 to 29-year-olds. For women who voted for Kamala Harris, what are the most important things to them? How do they define success? Number one, fulfilling job and career. Number two, having money to do things you want. Number three, emotional stability. Where are things like having children, being married? They're at the very bottom. 6% of women who voted for Kamala Harris between the ages of 18 and 29, Gen Zers, 6% of those women say that being married and having kids are important to personal definition of success. That is disastrous. You want to talk about the future of the country? You want to talk about making sure that we have men and women who want to come together and form families and get married and be prosperous and have kids and own homes and settle down and do all these things that we have long thought to be the definition of American success? I don't know how this is going to happen. Now, of course, there are plenty of young women out there who are obviously trending the other way, moving from left to right. So that obviously is the case. But you've got an entire generation here of young women who are going to lean to the left, who literally see no value in being married and having kids or being grounded spiritually, all under 10%. These are disastrous numbers. And I don't know how you look at this and say anything other than we're screwed, John.
Well, it's they're kind of about themselves. Like, when you're a child and you think things happen, maybe your parents are fighting. So as a 4-year-old, you might think they're fighting because it's something you did. Mm-hmm. You're very centered on yourself as a child. Everything revolves around you. So when you get to your point then about the thought process and your brain maturing, we've got some people we're behind the curve even in this demo sometimes on that. I think you've got to start young and teach your child it's not all about you.
Well, it's interesting because the thing that the men care about are really serving others, right? Having kids, fulfilling job, being married. I mean, that's really about serving other people.
About the community, yeah.
And then you look at the other side, and their number one is fulfilling job. But it's not like fulfilling job is part of having kids and being married. Fulfilling job is part of, for them, having money to do things that you want, number two on their list. Emotional stability, I'm not even quite sure what that means. Mm-hmm. And then financial independence and having no debt. I mean, yeah, those are good things to aspire to, but without an end goal of being married, having kids, and building a community, what's any of it worth? Unless it's like, woo, going to Cabo twice this year. Let's go, baby. Vacation, girls' weekend, woo. No, Yeah, that's fun at 22. I get it.
There you go.
I understand that. But even when I thought that was fun at 22, I still had these aspirations of something bigger and knowing that would come eventually. There was still a goal of like, I want to be married. I want to have kids, want to own a home. Yes. And I want to be financially independent because that will help expedite those other things too. That was part of the goal here. And to look at these numbers, I mean, you just throw your hands up and say, wow, this is not a good look for Gen Z on the female side of this thing. But it also brings up an interesting point. What have we done on the issue of the broader liberal feminist movement? And how we're driving people into this. We're making people think that being alone, working for the man, getting that 2% annual raise from some big corporation is the definition of success and happiness. And it's not. It's not. It never should be. Now, yes, having a job and being able to pay your bills is an important part of being an adult, but it never leads you to eternal happiness. And for some of these folks, it's like that's what they've created. And here's what's going to happen. Many of them are going to get old, they'll be single, they'll be childless, they'll be miserable, and they'll be blaming everybody else for their problems.
Well, it's happening already.
That's true. That is happening with some of the washed up hippies. You're seeing that, who made the same decisions. And one of the things that is important to do is look around and be like, well, that person didn't do this part of their life the way I would have done it. I want to learn from their mistakes. None of us are perfect, but looking around your office, looking around your social life and saying, I don't want to make the same mistakes they made, or I want to do it like they did it. It's not a hard thing to do. Just analyzing the people that are around you the most and learning from them through osmosis is something we all should do. And you would think that some of these people would look to future generations and be like, boy, they look awfully miserable. It's people who don't have any kids, just working for the man, waking up one day and realizing, what's the point of any of this? Certainly don't want to be that.
Time to get another cat.
I know. Subaru needs a tune-up.
Yeah.
It's like, man, we got to learn. Got to learn from some of these folks. And for too many people, they do not have any interest in doing it. And they are going to regret it. They are going to have so many regrets in life. But they're 18 to 29. They can still change the course of their lives. Will they? Not if they stay in that wacky bubble. It ain't going to happen then.